Hello, this is Andrew Dudich with 980 WITY, and I'm at the Vermilion County Courthouse right now with Lindsay Light, and we're going to be discussing some of the new voting machines that we'll have out during Election Day.
Yes. We have introduced touchscreens into the polling places last election. We have 29 polling places. There will be one in every polling place with the exception of Hoopeston and Westville. They will have two.
What does somebody have to do if they're wanting to use one of these machines when they go out for Election Day?
They just have to ask the judges if the judges should ask them if they want to do a paper or an electronic ballot. Some judges, like I said, are a little bit resistant to it still, so we're kind of trying to open that door. They will just need to ask for the electronic or the touchscreen ballot, and the judge can simply just program them a card that's catered to their ballot style that they're supposed to vote. The judge hands them the card, and they can go over to a touchscreen and vote.
I know a lot of people are sometimes hesitant with technology or computers. What's different about these that might be hard for somebody, or what's different about these?
These are actually very cool. They have the capability, you can change the text size, you can change the contrast. Somebody who might have a harder time marking just a little oval on a ballot, this might be an easier solution for somebody who has that hard time.
Especially with people that have a hard time reading, if you can increase the text size, that should be very helpful for some of those people.
Yes, yes. We have found it to be a good tool. A voter who typically would have a hard time and spoil a couple ballots in the process, this alleviates that problem for them and being able to change the contrast or the text size.
Is there any difference in security from using a paper ballot to electronic?
No, it's just as secure. That's been one of the biggest things that we've been pushing so that people are confident in their vote, and this is just as secure as any paper ballot that we've had.
Well, now I think we're going to go on over to the machine for people can see how to use it. And here's how the process works. First, we're going to start out by getting the machine ready.
Okay, so the voter will have their voter access card that the judge has programmed for their correct ballot style, and they just put it here in the top thing until you'll hear it click, and it brings up the instructions there on the screen, tells the voter how to vote, that here's where they can change the text if they want it to be larger, go back to normal. They can change the contrast, back to normal. They can go back and forth if they get into their ballot and they decide that they want the bigger text. They can still go back and hit instructions and go back to the larger text, or again, back out of it. So it gives you that leeway to go back and forth and change your mind as you go. So then this is the top of what you would traditionally see on your paper ballot. It will have your precinct, the county, and give you again the instructions that would normally be at the top of a ballot. So you would just hit that next button there. And then it gives you your office, how many to vote for, and then all of your candidates. Now, if I'm going to go in and I want to vote for one, now I'm going to accidentally try to overvote. It will not let you overvote. You can see it's making that noise telling me no. If I change my mind and I want to change my vote with who I vote for, all I have to do is hit select and then choose my new candidate. I can go into next. Vote for not more than two, so I'm going to vote for my two and go to my next office. Vote for one. I'm going to do a write-in. So I would type in, whoever I want to be, record my write-in, and there you would see it there on the screen. I don't really want to vote this office. I don't know too much about any of the candidates, so I'm just going to leave this blank and continue to vote my ballot. Don't know anything about that referenda. Now, so this is the summary screen. This is what's going to pop up as soon as the voter is done with all their offices. You notice that these two are highlighted in red or pink, so that's going to indicate that I have undervoted. I can go back if I say, oh, you know what, I didn't mean to skip that race. I can just click on that and it'll take me directly back to that office. So I'm going to go ahead and fix that and vote it, and it will take me back through, or I can just go straight back to my summary. Now, since I say I didn't know anything about that proposal, I'm just going to leave it, but I can verify at that point that I did undervote that. I can confirm that to myself. Now, it's going to ask me to print. In the state of Illinois, we are required to provide a paper trail. We cannot see these ballots. These are the same as the paper ballots. The secrecy is still maintained. It's just verification purposes that I can go through and I can verify that this says everything that I voted for. So this is my way of double checking or triple checking my ballot. Now, if I decide that there's something on here that I don't like, I can go back and reject it. And I can fix anything that I want. So say I decided I'm going to go ahead and vote that. I just vote it, and a whole new summary is prepared, and it will actually print me my new ballot. So as soon as I have decided that that's how I want my ballot to go and I can verify that everything matches, I can hit cast ballot. Now, if I have any questions as the voter, I want to make sure that I ask all of my questions prior to hitting this, because once this cast ballot button is hit, I cannot go back. I cannot take anything back. I cannot change anything. Now that I'm happy with the way that everything is, all the candidates that are supposed to be on my ballot are on my ballot and I have voted. I'm going to hit cast. My card will automatically pop out, so I can hand this back to the judge. And then just to give that little bit of confidence to the voter, I'm going to lift this up. This is normally what the judges would see. I want you to understand that your vote is still maintained in this security canister. No voter can see how I voted that votes after me.
It cycles all the way through and reels back up on the other side.
Yes, yes, all cycles back up into the security canister, and it is left as a secret until, actually we store these for 22 months, so nobody ever sees that for 22 months.
And as you said, if they have any questions during the process, they can go to one of the judges and get help.
Yes, yes, always ask all questions before you hit that cast ballot, and they can ask any of the judges in their precinct or in their polling place, and the judge could provide assistance.
Well, this is a new technology that we have in the county now. There's going to be one in each of the precincts. And this is also a great way for anybody that has any disabilities with eyesight, things like that, to be able to vote. So we encourage you to try it out if you're interested. And we thank you very much for showing us how to use it today.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me.
All right, for 980 WITY, this is Andrew Dudich.